Richard wasn't your typical hiker. He was a lonely guy who went into the woods to relieve some tension. But he didn't get off on peeping on kids making out.
Why does it sound like this?
Richard was a pyromaniac.
What is that?
Pyromania is considered an impulse control disorder. It is about letting go of the stress inside. Arson, on the other hand, is just for perhaps monetary gains. So it's a very different phenomenon. Pyromania is about the rush, often with a very strong sexual sort of release involved.
Richard usually fed his compulsive perversion by torching his neighbor's trash cans.
What the fuck?
Now he was looking to take it to the next level. But Richard wasn't just a pyromaniac. He was a total doofus. He accidentally got some lighter fluid on his pants. And when the tree went up, so did Richard. And here's the kicker. The fire burned him. But that's not...
He drowned?
With severe third-degree burns, this extreme heat will cause your cartilage to melt and your joints will fuse. As he jumped into the cold water, he went into shock and became immediately confused. With all of these factors, he would not be able to save himself, and therefore he drowned from his injuries.
Richard's career as a pyro really caught fire. But then he couldn't
drowned because he was on fire. That doesn't make sense.
And finally...
Yeah, the audio is weird because I guess the way they uploaded it. They were trying to get copyrighted or something. And retarded.
When is an ice cream truck not an ice cream truck? When it's run by this dude, Salvador.
2 chocolate bars?
Sal was a sleazebag drug dealer who came upon this brilliant disguise. Instead of frozen treats for kids, he sold weed, pills, and powders for strung-out adults.
This
Most innovative way I've heard of selling drugs basically is hide and go seek. You pay me on the corner, and you go on the other corner and pick it up under a rock.
Sal had his regulars. Businessmen looking.
It's an old story. A young prodigy with the potential to be the best in the world fritters his life and talent away.
Bro, all this shit
drugs.
is low, bro.
Say hello to Brandon.
It's either the volume
once
is low.
Future king of skateboarding, and now
It's either the volume low or the audio weird.
Meet Mike and Matt.
This one, all right.
They're obsessed with 70s tennis stars Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe.
Come on, Pansy.
They copied their hero's hairstyle, their short shorts, their wooden rackets. They even hired their own chair umpire. The only difference, they were terrible tennis players. But that didn't stop them.
Out.
Matt channeled Johnny Mac's fiery personality,
That ball was on the line, you jerk.
while Mike played the cool Borg.
Don't tell me this nigga died to a tennis ball.
And when it came to throwing a tantrum, Matt could make even the real McEnroe blush.
1540. Does your wife know you're trying to screw me too? That's a warning. Can you believe this guy? Game. Out!
But then the match went from being just a game to a matter of life
I'm gonna kill you!
and death.
What? Oh! What?
The rectum is the last 15 to 18 centimeters of the colon. In this case, when the broken tennis racket perforates the victim's rectum, it causes massive bleeding as well as leakage of stool into the pelvis. This led to eventual exsanguination and death.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That was no McEnroe.
I'm gonna kill you!
In the end, he died. Never to be beyond.
Why would you put it behind you? Who does that? Why would you put it behind you while he was falling? All this weird ass audio. It's better.
Sidra was a former model and beauty queen whose face had definitely seen a better decade. Sidra tried every beauty product out there, but her crow's feet had turned into eagle's claws.
I see where this is going, bro.
Sidra turned to her best friend Kyle, who brought over his lover, Ravi, a plastic surgeon who made house calls.
Take heavy breaths for me, head back, just relax. Excellent, well done.
Oh my God, you look great. It's instantaneous.
She was delighted with the results and wanted more.
A mere 500 for 2 shots on a weekly basis.
But she couldn't afford it.
Botox is a purified protein made from botulism toxin. This protein is injected underneath the skin into the muscles, allowing the muscles to relax and getting rid of fine lines and wrinkles.
That shit nasty.
Botox was too expensive, so Sidra went online and researched her options.
Hey, she kind of bad for her
discovered
granny,
a
right?
questionable
No?
procedure that called for injecting corn oil under the skin to fill in those cracks. If that sounds stupid, that's because it is. After a trip to the supermarket, Sidra was ready to play doctor.
If someone injected corn oil in their face instead of Botox, corn oil is a thick, viscous product, so it would cause fullness underneath the skin. However, it also can get into the blood circulation, causing damage to the tissues around it.
Over the next few days, Sidra turned her face into a corn oil-injected pin cushion.
Bruh!
She thought she looked beautiful, but in reality, she looked like an oil well about to blow. This couldn't end well. The oil in her bloodstream was wreaking havoc throughout her body. She laid down and tried to sleep it off. But when she woke up, oil was leaking and blood was flowing. She tried to dial 911, but it was too late.
This woman injected a large amount of corn oil into her face to plump up the area. The corn oil traveled into her bloodstream, ended up in the organs such as the lungs, the heart, causing cell death to the organs and eventually to herself.
In her desperate attempt to regain lost beauty, Sidra discovered the new price of oil. Death.
This bitch really tried to shave off like years from her face and then just shaved off years from her life like a dumbass. Was it worth it, bro? Was it worth it, bro? Bro, these shits hit, bro. These shits hit. That shit disgusting. Ugh. Yeah, this is a thousand ways to die. Did they really go to like 1,000 or something? Like, did they have it go all the way to 1,000 and then they just changed the show or something? Or like have a new season? Another 1,000 ways to die. More 1,000 ways to die. All right, let's get back on Kakarot, bro. Let's get back on Kakarot. Off-brand Cheetos. Honestly, these are better than the Cheetos, bro. He said, dang, get this off the screen. My bad. I didn't know it was up there. All right. Let's get back to it. Oh shit, I gotta turn my shit on. Go watch another. I'm about to get back on the game.
Chip there! Get a sink! Chip there!
Chip's an exercise guru who specializes in smoking hot
Damn.
planks.
And rock! Damn, I love you! Up! Up! There's not a bolt in my pants, I don't feel it! Work it out! And rock!
He's known for being very hands-on.
Yes, rock it! Rock it! Y'all some beautiful bitches. Y'all sexy and that's why you're here.
Bro, what?
Oh, hell no.
And heavy-set girls like Patty, they're not welcome.
Oh, you don't play for my team, cowboy?
I'm your new student, sir.
I don't think, being this far along in your pregnancy, you should be here.
Sir, I am not pregnant, sir.
Okay? Move! Move! Move!
Chip could get sued if he kicked Patty out of class. So he tries to make her quit.
Move, Cal! Move! Get the legs up. Move, baby. Oh, kitty, up, little horsey.
What the fuck?
Move! Great job, everyone. Beautiful ladies, give yourselves a hand.
Patty's had enough abuse.
And, oh, my God, are you serious? Yeah, are you serious?
But Chip keeps piling
What the fuck?
You don't have the decency to wait till you get to your car and start stuffing your face with oh my God, loser! You are a loser! Loser!
Bro, if that would have hit her in the face, I would have been dead. Oh, shit.
The girls think Chip is joking, but he's really choking. He tries a do-it-yourself Heimlich maneuver.
What?
And nails the landing.
I'm dead.
The sprinkler stabbed him in the roof of his mouth, which is a serious injury, but that's not what killed him. The sprinkler caused his neck to snap back, causing the C2 and C3 vertebra to shatter, severing his spinal cord. This killed him because all of his body organs shut down.
Chip got off on making fun of fat people, but then he went from joking to choking to croaking.
This shit is so extra, bro. That was so extra. Like, the way that they did it and the way that he flew up. But damn, I guess that is karma for your stupid ass.